Okay, welcome back to my opinion. This little video is going to be about should I or should I not keep a round in the chamber? A lot of people have that question. My son, when he started carrying, when he became of age, started concealed carrying, he he didn't keep one in the chamber. It was a Glock. He tried to carry the 19X, and I ended up trading one of my pistols uh, for the 19X. It's a tough gun to carry, especially when you're new to concealed carry. But anyway, should you carry one in the chamber? I always do. I personally, I've been carrying for years. Um, I was carrying concealed carry with permit before people knew you could. So I've been carrying a long time. Um, should you carry with a round in the chamber? It depends. Okay? There's several factors that it depends on. One factor is how comfortable or uncomfortable are you having one in the chamber. If you're not comfortable with that, if that makes you uneasy, there is nothing wrong with not having one in the chamber. You know, I'll hear people say all the time, well, if you're not going to carry one in the chamber, you may as well not carry it. That's not true. It's better to have a couple more steps you have to do than to not have it at all. Does it give you a disadvantage? Of course it does. But at least you've got the gun. You can rack the slide or cock the hammer, whatever, you need to do. But it's better to have the gun, and if you're uncomfortable, not keep one in the chamber. Especially if you're new. A lot of new carriers are uncomfortable, especially with Glocks, and I get that. There was a time for a while there I didn't carry a Glock, and I carried a pistol with a hammer because it gave me some reassurance. I felt better, safer. Nowadays, I don't even think about it. Glocks are very safe. Now, the SIG P320, I would not carry. I used to own one. As soon as that problem came out, I got rid of that sucker immediately. And I'm very hesitant to buy SIGs again. I have looked up and looked up and looked up problems with Glocks, drop safety issues. There's a Taurus too that has that on a few pistols here and there. Nothing like the 320 though. But even after they fixed it, SIG, it was still happening. But it's a real light trigger. It really wasn't malfunctioning. It was just a super light trigger that doesn't have the safeties inside like a Glock does. It has some, of course, but it doesn't have it like the Glock does. And you could drop the gun, the SIG P320, and by inertia pull the trigger. It was a super trigger. It was probably one of the best triggers ever in a pistol, but it was super light too. But yeah, just carry what you're comfortable with. If you're not comfortable, don't just say, okay, well, I'll just put it in the drawer. No, go ahead and carry it. Just don't chamber one. You'll probably get more comfortable as you go over time. It's better to have it than to not have it. That's just an easy one. And in the meantime, if you want, get you a gun, CZ Ramey. They have hammers. The Beretta, you can get the big Berettas, the M9 type stuff, but they're a little heavier. But the Beretta Storm, the little pistol, I think that's what's called, PX4 Storm. They make a subcontact subcompact in that. You know, there's lots of pistols out there with hammers. That first pull is a heavier trigger pull, etc. But if that makes you feel more comfortable, go ahead. You don't have to carry a striker fired pistol. Carry what you're comfortable with, but carry. You know, be safe with it, but carry. Or don't. It's up to you. A lot of people, you know, are scared to death of a gun. It may as well be a king cobra sitting there. That's up to them. But you don't have to carry. Is there a little more step to it? It's like a second, if that. But, you know, in a situation, you might be pushing someone away from you with your left hand and you can't chamber it. You know, chambering it off your shoe or your belt is a lot harder racking that slide than you think it is, especially with under pressure like that. Someone waving a knife around. I personally want to get that pistol out of that holster and you know, stop that threat as quick as possible. But if it makes you uncomfortable, you will not carry it for very long. So, you know, get a pistol that is a hammer fired, or carry without one in the chamber. It's better to have one in the chamber, yes, but only if you're going to carry it. So it's better to not have one in the chamber if you're not going to carry it otherwise. That's my opinion. Like, share, and subscribe. Thanks a lot, and be safe and stay safe.